Tesla versus Nio, right? So these two companies has been on a rampage over the past 1 or 2 months. I think Tesla has risen by more than 80 to 90% over the past 2 months. Nio, on the other hand, has risen by more than 40% over the past 1 or 2 months, right? So we have covered these two companies pretty much in the EV, electric vehicle space. I would say my top 2 companies in this space over the past 2 months. I think early November, early December, we've covered it and kind of like push higher over the past few weeks. So we're going to look at these two companies again, right? Tesla and Nio, to see, right, if there can still be more upside. Can the uptrend actually continue, or we might actually see a bit of profit taking coming back, and then that's where it might start to rebound and push higher again. Hey guys, Joey here, top tier advisor in Philips Securities, right? So do stick around all the way to the end of this video because I think you're going to like what I got for you. We're going to dive into the charts for 2 of them, and we will also look at the 1GT system, right? The one good trend system, which I have that kind of like filters out ideas and stock for us, that allows us to focus on them and also guides us on when to get in and get out. So it seems like we actually had some bullish signals, all right, coming in again for Tesla and Nio. All right, so we look at the system again to see what it says, where are the bullish signals, and where could we potentially see some profit taking coming back again. So let's go to look at Tesla and Nio in the charts right now. So guys, this is Tesla right over here, currently trading at about $811, right? Really good run we've seen, I would say, since like November. Look at this right over here. We're pretty much somewhere around that 450, 440 level somewhere in early November. That was where we covered it in the video, right, for Tesla. And I mentioned about this really critical resistance level at that $500 level, right? So yes, we kind of broke that 500 level, all right, somewhere in like 24th, 25th of November, right over here, all right. That's where the uptrend really accelerated, right? I would say it really accelerated. Look at this right away, from 500 we kind of shot up to 800, and this is pretty much what we are seeing, all right, when we kind of broke that 200 level. Look at this right over here, guys. So it was pretty much at 200 somewhere in June, all right, 200. When it kind of broke that 200, we kind of went all the way to about 350, 360 in like a couple of weeks. So this is exactly what happened when we broke that 500. That's where buyers really came back fast. The momentum really built up, all right, and started to push up, went up to like about 600, tested a while, came back down, and it just started to push even higher. All right, and look at this right over here. So right now you can see that we are at that 811, all right, but this green line, the 20 days moving average line, is still sloping up for now. So in terms of the short-term trend, all right, we're still looking quite bullish. And when we kind of broke that 700 level as well, you can see when we broke that 700 level, that was when the upside momentum continued even further. Okay, so support wise, I would say, let me just turn this line to probably green for now, because that would be the support. 800 level would be the support level, and the fact that we have kind of pushed up by more than, I would say, 80%. Look at it from right over here, push up by more than 90, 95, 90%, all right, over the past 2 months. It is definitely quite a huge run, right? So along the way, we might see a bit of profit taking, which is healthy, all right? So take note that the support level would be about $800 for now, all right? And if we do break down these 800, we might actually see a bit of selling back down to that 700, right? 700 will be the next support level after 800. Let me just turn this to green as well, remove this right over here. Yes, so 700 would be a next support level after 800. You can see this is where the 20 days moving average is as well. But hopefully we're going to see it hold above the 800. You can see we kind of sold off yesterday night from like a high of about 880. We kind of like sold off, broke that 850, and back to 800. But we're still holding above that 800 level. So right now, potentially we hold above the 800s and might consolidate to that $900. But look at this, guys. I would say this 1000 level might be coming soon, right? We might actually consolidate, hopefully above the 800s, and yes, eventually we might see a rebound back towards that 1000. So that was the kind of like the target we have looked at in the past few videos I mentioned about, and it seems like we're kind of heading there, right? So Tesla is one of those really high growth companies that we have in our watch list, in our portfolio, and it is one of those that you can't really buy and then hold to ride the longer term uptrend. Even for the short term as well, it's looking good. All right, and I think there's a lot of potential in the electric vehicle space. All right, and right now for Tesla, and so we look at Nio as well, they're one of the top two leaders. Of course, Tesla is way in front in terms of their technology, in terms of their sales. Nio, I would say, is more focused on China. All right, so yeah, both of them are equally good, but definitely these are the two companies that you want to look at for the electric vehicle space. Okay, so this is Tesla right over here. Support level, I would say about $800. There is still, I would say, a lot of upside opportunity in looking at the trend. You can see the way it pushed up. All right, we're still looking at a very good uptrend, looking at some of those very good support levels that are raised higher, all right, as we kind of push higher as well. So we're going to see the support being raised up and it kind of like consolidates at a higher support level. So that's a good sign for the uptrend as well. Okay guys, so let's take a look at the system, the 1GT, one good trend system that I have to kind of guide us on some of the stocks to focus on, and of course when to get in and get out. So I think I mentioned for Tesla, we did had some bullish signal over the past couple of months, I would say since like June, July last year, all right. There were some exits, it came back down, and then we had another bullish signal, right? So let's go to look at the system again to see if there are any bullish signals that just came out recently again, all right, and if there are any exits, right? So just very quickly, you can see, like I mentioned, you know, somewhere in June, we had a bullish signal started to push up, another bullish signal somewhere in August started to push up, all right, and then started to consolidate, not much of a move, and somewhere around November, all right, around the 9th of November, I think I talked about it in the previous video, we had a bullish signal, and that's was when, you know, it kind of broke that 450, 500 level and started to just push up all the way, and then we actually had an exit signal, all right, a 1GT exit. Look at this right over here, right, on the 8th or 9th of December, right here. But 1 week later, somewhere around the 17th of December, okay, just about a month back, we had a new bullish signal right over here, all right, on the 17th of December. So the question is, are there any exit signals, right? So the answer is no, right? There's no exit signal. That's the reason why we kind of saw it push up over the past few days. I'm not too sure when the exit signal will come up, probably near like 900 or maybe even 1,000 when it starts to consolidate. But right now, you can see that there isn't any exit signal for Tesla. So yeah, as I mentioned previously just now, as long as some of those key support levels are holding, which should be the 800 level for now, it kind of rebounded from there. All right, then I would say Tesla is still good to go. The uptrend still looks awesome. Okay, so this is Tesla. We got a bullish signal with no exits. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to give me an early thumbs up. You will definitely help out the YouTube channel, right? So let's take a look at Nio right here, currently trading at about $62.70, right? So you can see the chart for Nio and Tesla is a bit different, even though they are in the same electric vehicle space. All right, for Tesla, we have kind of like pushed really high, you know, just keep on pushing up over the past 1 to 2 months. But for Nio, so we have covered it somewhere in early November, right over here, started to push up to about like 56, came back down, consolidated, and you know, it was pretty much moving sideways for Nio over the past 2 months, right? From these $40 to about $55, right? 40 to 55 is about a $15 range, up, down, up, down. You can see this green line right over here started to flatten out. But in terms of the trend, right, in the mid to long term, look at this, right? The red and the blue line, they are both pointing up. So long term wise, it's still looking good. Just that short term was like consolidating. We probably need a catalyst, like, you know, in terms of sales number coming out, you know, we're kind of like seeing sales hit a record again in China for Nio, right? And that's the reason why it kind of pushed up over the past few days. All right, so it was pretty much consolidating from like 40 to 55, and you know, over the past few days, finally, right guys, we managed to break this 55, 56 level. So that is a good sign of this uptrend, all right, starting to take shape or starting to form up to the next higher level, all right? Because all this while we are pretty much below, but once we see a good move like this, I think right now, this 55 to 56, let me just go ahead to put this as a new green support line right over here. I'll say 55 to 56. That would be a good support level for Nio, all right, for the uptrend to continue. So if we can hold above that 55 to 56 level right now, we might actually consolidate in this range, right? So same thing, 55 to 70, or hopefully we will not go back to that 55 or 60, right? Hopefully we see a bit of support coming in at 60, but right now, anything above that 55 to 60, the uptrend looks good, and that's where we are seeing a new higher support found again, right? So that's how a good stock in terms of the uptrend playing out. You know, we're gonna see it kind of like consolidate and push higher, and then holding above that new higher support, and that's where you consolidate again before attempting to push higher. Okay, so this is Nio, right? $70, I would say, would be a good resistance level for now. We might actually consolidate below 70, and hopefully we want to see it break that 70, and it might be like Tesla if it does so, right? So if you break that 70, potentially to 80, 90, maybe even to the 100. Right now, 70 would be a good resistance, and this is one of the companies I would say we have like 𝐡𝐮𝐞, Li Auto, but I would say Nio is one of those more stable, a bit more stable companies, right? The uptrend is forming quite slow and steady, all right, and it kind of like finds a bit of support each time, doesn't just like go up and down, really volatile. It's a bit more stable compared to the other two EV companies in China, all right, 𝐡𝐮 and Li Auto. So I would say Nio is one of those better ones, and that's where we are looking. That's the reason why we want to compare Nio with Tesla. All right, so yes, this is Nio. The uptrend looks okay for now, above that $55 to $60 support, and it could be a good opportunity to kind of like get in again, to kind of load up, to ride the uptrend. So guys, let's take a look at Nio on the one good trend, one GT system right over here. So I mentioned for Nio in the previous video, we did have some bullish signal somewhere around August, right? Price started to push up, we got an exit, and somewhere around September, that was where we really see a huge run, right? From the 29th of September, the bullish signal started to push up by more than 20-30%. And we got an exit, and after started to consolidate here, look at this up and down. So not much of a move. We got an exit here, came down a bit, but more importantly, the most recent signal that we saw, all right, somewhere around the 21st of December, just about 2 to 3 weeks back over here, and then it started to break that $50 psychological level, and the uptrend really started to play out again. So right now we got a 1 GT, all right, bullish signal. Price is about 62, 63, and there isn't any exit, right? So yes, I think if we do hold above that $60, hopefully this $60 will form as a good support base for now, right? We do hold above that $60 to maybe $55, you might start to consolidate upwards and even push higher, and that's we might actually see an exit signal come in probably near the $70 to $80 if it starts to consolidate. Alright, so this is Nio over here, a bullish signal, most recently without any exits. So yes guys, I have come to the end of this video, so I hope you have taken note of the levels for Tesla and Nio, alright, two companies which are pretty much in the electric vehicle space, and these are two companies which I like, which I feel that the uptrend looks really strong. And not only that, fundamentally there's a lot of potential, because in terms of sales, alright, electric vehicles currently only makes up what, 3% of sales in the world, right? And there's a lot of potential. It could be up to 10% to maybe 20% over the next few years, right? So it's only 3% of sales, so there's a lot of potential, all right, for the electric vehicle space, and I'm actually more bullish in this sector. And these are the two stocks that you can potentially load up, all right, to ride the uptrend, or to kind of like realize the full potential in this sector as it kind of like plays out over the next 5 to 10 years. Okay, so this is Joey here. I hope you like this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. It will definitely help out the YouTube channel. And of course, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, be sure to smash the subscribe button so you will not miss out on videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. Joey here. Take care.